Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Muffin Madrina. This is Gloria V, and I'm coming to you live from Woodstock, Georgia. So if you're just waking up, go grab a cup of coffee, go grab a cup of tea, and join me as we're going live to do strawberry shortcake muffins. So welcome and good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Muffin Madrina. We're just going to give a little few minutes for folks to get on. That way we can get things started. How is your beautiful last Saturday of the month? I cannot believe it, how the time has passed by, right? 2020 just keeps moving on and on and on. Welcome again to the Muffin Madrina. I am so excited that you're with us here today, this morning. Today we are going to be trying what is called strawberry shortcake muffins from the Dashing Dish. And I just wanted to let you know that why it was the reason that I decided to do strawberry shortcake muffins. Aside from it being red, having strawberries. Strawberries happen to always be during the month of February. Actually, you can have strawberries any time of the month. But one of the reasons is because I was looking over different recipes, but then I was remembering that I don't know if you guys remember Strawberry Shortcake, and she had a best friend called Blueberry Muffin. So I started looking up all these things on Blueberry Muffin and different caricatures, and it just brought me to all these things about Strawberry Shortcake, and it became so nostalgic because I'm an 80s kid, and when Strawberry Shortcake first came out in 1980, which is actually my favorite one, the other ones are really nice, but if you notice on my Instagram post, you'll get to see I had post the years of the Strawberry Shortcake. And that's another thing. If this is your first time joining the Muffin Madrina Live, you can always follow us during the week. We put posts on Facebook, the Muffin Madrina, and we have an Instagram page. And in the future, pretty soon, we're going to be having other means of social media that we're going to be having. So make sure to follow us, make sure to hit like, make sure to share it with somebody this morning. Okay, so I'm super excited. Going back to the story that I was telling you about about the strawberry shortcake. So because of all that nostalgia, I decided that I wanted to do strawberry shortcake this month. Now, one of the things that we need to make sure is what are the ingredients that you may have. And I'm glad because my cameraman is today. I'm not here having to figure it out all myself. And glad that my hubby, who's my cameraman, is here. So, if this is your first time here, make sure that if you're not going to go along and bake, that you go ahead and grab a cup of tea or grab a cup of coffee, so then you can enjoy and watch, okay? So, like I said, my name is Gloria V. I'm the Muffin Madrina, and welcome to our page. Now, one of the things that you need to have is make sure that you have all your ingredients. Now, one of the ingredients, which I actually posted already on the page, and you'll notice it's pinned to the top of the Facebook page, it's going to tell you that you need 2.5 cups of old-fashioned oats. I decided this time around not to do the old-fashioned oats. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and use the oat flour that we bought for last week and try to get through to this. So, instead of 2.5 cups of oats, you need to have 2 1/4 cups of oat flour. So make sure that you have that, okay? Now, as far as your 1/2 cup of sweetener choice, you can decide if it's sugar, if it's honey, if it's maple syrup. I decided for it to be honey. And I just wanted to show you guys these little cute things. My husband gets this raw honey up in Dallas, Georgia. Somebody comes by that they, have a do honey naturally, so this is a raw honey. I have bought one of these just recently, and I think these are the cutest little things. And I actually have all my honey measured out, so when we do everything. Okay, now the other thing is make sure you have 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. You want to have 1 cup of Greek yogurt. And I decided to go with this one. We already had this one in our house. This one is less sugar, Greek yogurt, and it has a little bit of vanilla and cinnamon in it, and it'll give some of the taste to the muffin as well. Lastly, make sure you have 2 eggs. You need to have a 1.5 cup of strawberries, which I already have, cut and diced. I decided this time around to go with frozen ones just to see how it would work out. Obviously, they've already been defrosted. I have drained them and everything and patted dry so they're ready to go, okay? And make sure you have a teaspoon of lemon juice, which we have already here. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your microwave, right over here, your oven is at 400 degrees. So make sure you turn it on. Mine is already on. Get it working. That way it's ready when you go ahead to put in the muffins. Now, another item that I want to show you that I picked up, and I asked you guys the question, and I know there's like some controversy between using them, not using them, who likes them and who doesn't like them. But I decided, you know what? I've never used them. I'm just going to test them for one time and see how they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to start prepping ourselves for before we put the muffins inside here. So I'm using the Big 12, okay? But instead of spraying them, I picked up these silicone muffin cups, okay? And my understanding is a lot of people like these. So if you've used these before, please comment and let me know if you actually enjoy them. The controversy behind this, what is the controversy? It's made out of silicone. So a lot of people don't want to have any of that associated with their food or anything like that. There's some people that love it because it comes out really quick, they're reusable. So basically what you do is you pop these guys in here into the muffin tin pan. Just put them in, and so then later when it's time to pour, all we got to do is pour. We don't have to worry about any spraying or greasing or anything like that, because once it's here, you just open up and they come out. Okay, so look at how nice and rainbow color these are. Okay, so let's set these aside. I just also want to share with you guys, because I like to share these things before we start cooking. Aren't these cute? Look at my new colorful teaspoons. I had to get new ones because my other ones, the things were coming off every time I put it in the dishwasher. And these are just the cutest things. And I just love all the colors that it has. And I also got these neat measuring cups. They almost look like teacups. I'm a fanatic of anything that looks like teacups. Just because I like to drink tea. And guess what? I did a quick concoction here. I have some turmeric, some ginger, a little bit of pineapple and coconut kind of drink. It's a little bit of a warm, not as hot tea that I'm having this morning. Okay? So, if you just joined, welcome. This is the Muffin Madrina Live. My name is Gloria V. Make sure that you hit like and share. Okay? So, if I don't mention anything, you guys are shouting out and saying good morning. I apologize, just because there's some things here that's not showing. So I'm just gonna go right through, and if you have any comments, please, I apologize. I'll make sure later on to talk to you guys, okay? So let's get things moving along. So here's my little dandy blender and bowl. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and start mixing everything in, okay? Now, a forewarning, do not put the strawberries in. Those are for the end. So make sure that you're starting everything else beforehand, okay? So we already have our 400 degrees in the stove, in the oven. We already have our pans ready to go, and now we're gonna start mixing. So the first thing that we want to do is obviously start off with our dry ingredients. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, my madrina's on. Good morning to my sister. Thank you. So we are gonna go ahead and start with all of our dry ingredients. Now we need 2.5 cups, 2.25 cups of oat flour. So remember, if you're doing the oats, it's 2.5 cups, but if you're doing the flour, it's only 2.25. So I've already pre-measured this. There's 2 cups there, and look at this cute. I just love this little measuring cup, right? That's a 1/4 cup. Look at how pretty it looks. Yep. Now that we have that mixed in, we're gonna go ahead and put our baking powder, which is 1.5 cups of baking powder. Just drop that in. We're gonna go ahead and put a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we're going to go ahead and start with some of the wet ingredients. So dry ingredients first, right? We put them all in, shake it a little bit around because then we're gonna put it on the blender. And next thing is we're going to go ahead and crack 2 eggs in here. Make sure you don't get those shells in there. And then that way you can make sure that, you know, your muffins don't get crunchy. So what do you guys got planned for this beautiful Saturday, the last Saturday of the month? I'm hoping after here to be able to, well, I can't say shopping because I did shopping last weekend. That's what happens. I go shopping and I end up coming back with things that I wasn't planning to buy. Does that happen to any of you guys? Well, the weather seems to be good out here in Georgia. I believe it's going to get a lot warmer. Right now it looks a little cloudy. It rained yesterday, so hopefully we get some good weather today. So here is my cup of yogurt. Isn't this so pretty? It looks like a teacup. And I like teacups because obviously I like teas. And so my yogurt is in here, okay? So I'm going to dump all my yogurt in here. Put my little spatula in here to make sure that everything goes in. Now, if you wanted to change a couple things here because you may be dairy free or you may be a vegan, one of the things that you can do if you want to change this into a vegan, instead of the eggs that I put in, you can actually put in the flax eggs that we did last weekend. So remember, how do you make flax eggs? You get flax seeds along with the almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. You let it stay for a little bit and that creates your flax eggs. Okay, so this from the Dashing Dish, it has small ingredients. It's still healthy, but you can substitute certain things if there's certain things that you want to take away. And I think that's what I like about it, and what I've been doing lately is substituting certain ingredients in my meals. You know, less sugar, less salt, more greens, and things that will, you know, help me out and everything. So, so yes, I forgot to put on my dandy apron from the get-go, so I won't get dirty. You know, when you wear black things, especially if powder, it'll fall on you and stuff like that. So, if you're cooking along with us, make sure you have your apron as well. And welcome again. If this is your first time to the Muffin Madrina, thank you for joining our live. We're coming from good old Georgia, and we're doing strawberry shortcakes from the Dashing Dish. Now, we've already put the eggs, we already put the Greek yogurt. I mentioned to you guys earlier, my Greek yogurt actually has some flavor to it. It has a little bit, but it's less sugar. Greek yogurt has what is called Madagascar vanilla in it and some cinnamon. I like cinnamon. I know some people out there like cinnamon. I know other people that do not like cinnamon. But it is your choice. You do not have to have a yogurt that has flavor. It is up to you. Okay? And then lastly, here's my honey. Check this out. I don't know if you can see this. I don't want to tilt it and then it makes a mess. So this is, oh, look at honey, 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 honey. Honey is so good, other than sweetness. But, you know, if you ever have a sore throat, I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm just telling you my experience. If you ever have a sore throat or anything, you know, put some honey in that tea. That'll help for your sore throat. The honeys do have certain properties that are helpful. Yes, we know it has also sugar and sweetness, so you got to make sure of how much you do that. So your sweetener is ½ a cup, and this is ½ a cup. See how cute this little new ½ a cup thing I have? And let's put this over to the sink. Now we have these all in here. And, oh, we cannot forget our teaspoon of lemon juice. And it's like so little, so a little bit of lemon juice. We just throw that in. Okay, so now that we have these guys together, see everything's here together, we're going to go ahead and put it in for the blender. And make sure that we have everything in here. Yep, there we go. We're gonna lock this in place. We're gonna slowly turn this on and let it whisk, whisk, whisk. Welcome, good morning, Nina. How are you doing? Thank you for the kitchen. I gotta give props to my husband. He helped create the whole layout. I think it's what, a year or two ago that we did, or last year? A year ago, we decided to knock down our whole kitchen and set it all up. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining. If this is your first time joining the Muffin Madrina, my name is Gloria V. I do this every Saturday, Facebook Live at 8 a.m. I'm just video blogging of my experience exploring and trying out healthy muffins. You know, 2021 is my year of trying to cut down on certain things, try to substitute things. If you were not here or didn't get to watch the video, according to my doctor, I am doing well thus far since December until last week. You know, it's all about baby steps, but moving forward. And he said that, she said, I'm sorry, that I'm on my trajectory of losing a pound a week. And since December to last weekend, I had done 10, which is good, but I have a lot more to go. So the goal is that hopefully by the end of this year, I've gotten to the ideal weight, and part of that has to do with to make sure that I stay healthy. Even though, you know, it's okay if I, you know, get a little more slut, right? But aside from that, you know, one thing about us women, we need to be positive, and no matter what shape we are, and always reaffirm other folks about how they look. Make sure that you make a smile. That's one thing I've always loved about my madrina, and we're going to be meeting my madrina pretty soon. I just want to tell you we have a couple things coming up. We're going to be doing what's called the Muffin Madrina moment. That's actually going to be during the week, not on the weekend. And that's going to be my opportunity to sit down with people, to just talk to them, the importance of being a madrina, or maybe it could be their business, or something that I saw about them that I found positive that I want to share with you. Because I think it is so important for people to support each other, and also at the same time be able to show positivity amongst each other, especially amongst women. I'm very, very supportive of entrepreneurs, and I would like to be able to showcase them on the Muffin Madrina moment. So if you have something that you do and you would like to come out of Muffin Madrina moment, make sure to email me at themuffinmadrina@gmail.com. Okay, I said that wrong. It's themuffinmadrina@gmail.com. So thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure to have you guys here with me today. Actually, it's an honor for me that you guys are able to join us. So the batter's going. It keeps moving and moving along, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit. So if this is your first time again, make sure that you hit like, make sure that you hit share. You actually will see our Sweet Little Something Bakery, LLC. She was here last live, like actually 2 lives ago, as far as getting, she made cookies for the Muffin Madrina. And you'll notice that my family and some of my godchildren are receiving the cookies. 2 of them received them last weekend, the one that lives here in Georgia, and then everybody in Massachusetts are receiving it between today and tomorrow. And so they've been posting up pictures, which is great. So if you ever need a custom order, you're in the Georgia area, make sure to visit Sweet Little Something Bakery. Her name is Jackie Finn. She is an awesome, creative person when it comes to making specialty custom cookies, and also rock on cakes as well. So it looks like our batter is smooth enough that we can stop it. Well, I made it a little quicker just to make sure. Okay, so let's get this rolling. Just make sure, let it just come out here. Oh, look at that. So this is our batter for the strawberry shortcake muffins that we're making this morning. Like I mentioned earlier, we actually have posted in 2 areas. On this live at the top, you're gonna see all the ingredients. So in case you just wanna watch and wanna do it a little later, or you wanna do it tomorrow, Sunday morning before everybody wakes up, and surprise them with some strawberry shortcakes, right? Today's the last Saturday, tomorrow's the last day of the month. So I can't believe how things are going. But I am excited because in March we have so many things, new things that we're gonna try out. Like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna be doing the Muffin Madrina moment. We actually do receive comments if you want us to try some muffins. We actually received a comment from one of our fans who we will be trying out what is called, I believe it's called the double chocolate zucchini muffin. So we're gonna be trying that. And because March, you know, 413, I'm from Holyoke. I grew up in Holyoke, Massachusetts. You know, it's big up there, the St. Patrick's Parade. You're either Irish or Puerto Rican. We're actually gonna be making some green looking muffins in the month of March. So I'm kind of excited to try that out. And they're gonna be healthy. Don't worry, they're going to be healthy. Okay, so just to make sure, I'm gonna give it one more bottom turn with my little spatula here. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab the strawberries, okay? And the strawberries are right here. See the nice little red strawberries? We're gonna put these in here. Remember, you needed to have 1.5 cups of strawberries in here. So what's important when this happens is you don't want to heavily mix it. So all you're doing is just turning to call what is called envelope style. You know, folding them over into the batter. Okay? Ooh, this looks nice. And it smells nice too. Now, I don't know if you're following along. Oh, saludos, Ine, Pastora, ¿cómo está? Nice, thank you for joining us from Connecticut. Yes, I love it. I love to see people here. We got people from Massachusetts, from Connecticut, from Georgia. Last time we had folks from Texas and all the way to Florida. So, thank you, thank you. Si esta es su primera vez viendo a la Muffin Madrina, estamos haciendo unos muffins de fresa, de strawberry shortcake. I need to practice my Spanish, huh? I mean, I actually know Spanish, I understand Spanish, I can read Spanish, but I think that sometimes I get put on the spot, I get a little nervous, and somehow my Spanish gets, you know, but that's okay. So, okay, so our batter is done. So, what we're gonna do is, we are going to get our tin cans. Remember, we're trying out the new silicone cups, right? Put this right here. That way we don't make more messes. Now, the good thing about this, I can actually pick it up. And we're gonna scoop right inside of here so I have less of a mess, right? So I'm just gonna do 2 scoops. That way it doesn't overflow. We got, look at that. Isn't that neat? Okay, good morning. Yes, Nina. Yep. Yeah, sometimes you just get tongue-tied when you're trying to do some of the Spanish. I understand. I agree. My brain tends to think first in English, that is why. Oh, hi, Vivian. Oh, you like Strawberry Shortcake. Nice to see you for joining us, Vivian. So this is your first time joining the Muffin Madrina. Please make sure to hit like. Please make sure to share the video. Also, we have an Instagram page, so please share, follow us there as well. I try to post things up there daily if possible, and as well on our Facebook Live, and our Facebook page. And we're hoping to expand to several other things. I have been having people doing things behind the back, you know, what is it, behind the closed doors, working on little things for me, and I can't wait to show you guys in the month of March. And I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to the Muffin Madrina moment that I hope you guys could join us. Muffin Madrina moment, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be baking. I'm going to be more talking to folks. They may be professional cooks, bakers with different type of businesses, or people that have positive influences throughout my life, or folks that are doing things to support the community. So if I already have a list of people that I'm going to be inviting for the Muffin Madrina moment, but if you feel that you would like to come out in the Muffin Madrina moment, having me ask you questions and we kind of chat, please make sure to email me at themuffinmadrina@gmail.com. So look at this. This is so good, right? I can't wait. So just to let you know, a disclaimer, I'm not a professional baker. There's plenty of other people that do that, but this is me exploring and trying things out. And I always like when people email me suggestions, advice, and this is me exploring and trying healthy things, okay? Healthy things as well. So here we go. Wow, these are kind of neat. I feel like this is way better because before I used to make a mess over the pan when I was trying to put things on. And so I hope I have, it looks like I have more than enough for this batch. I mean, according to the recipe, it should be for like 12 muffins. I guess I didn't want to go overboard. So welcome to the Muffin Madrina. If this is your first time, thank you for taking time of your morning to either bake along with us or just watch us while you're drinking your coffee or your tea. I'm a tea drinker, if you guys didn't know that. I love to drink teas. Okay, so we got a little bit of batch left, but these are nice and filled up. So see how this looks? You guys see that? Awesome. Look how pretty that looks. And look how clean that looks. It's not a mess. Okay, so last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take some fresh strawberries and chop them up and just kind of layer them so they could look nice. And oh, good morning, Liz. Welcome. Good morning, Aladies. How are you guys doing? These are my friends from Georgia. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Aladi, she made it. That is my BFF. And so we always joke around because I'm an early morning person. She's not. And so she always watches a little after. But hey, that's cool. She's actually the one that recommended me the different coconut milk, the brand that I used last time. So, oh, I just made a little mess. I was hoping not to make a mess. But here we go. We're going to put that there. So, we're going to take a couple of fresh strawberries. So, remember, earlier I used frozen strawberries for what's inside the batter. But we're going to use some fresh ones just to cut it up and make it look cute and nice on the top. So, I'm just going to slice these guys like in a diagonal way. Yep. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to everybody. If this is your first time, make sure that you follow the Muffin Madrina Facebook page as well as the Muffin Madrina Instagram page. Thank you very much. Yes. I know that some of you guys are commenting. I'm trying my best to see your comments as I'm going. So I apologize if I don't get to mention each and every one of you on the live. So what I'm doing is just making these pretty. I'm not quite sure if you can see from here. So we're just decorating the tops of the muffin with the real, well, the other strawberries were real. They were just frozen. But if you are going to use frozen ones, because this is the first time I want to do that, make sure that you have them out to make sure they defrost, okay? And you need to still wash them and you still need to pat dry them and make sure that it does not have the liquids on it, because then it gets too watery in there. So we're just going to use these little strawberries to kind of decorate on the top. I don't know, I can't wait for the springtime on the season of strawberries. I mean, strawberries, they always sell them. But here in Georgia, we actually can go, they have these different farms that you can go visit and do strawberry picking and do, in the fall, obviously pumpkin picking and apple picking. And well, hopefully, when the weather's better, we could take Muffin Madrina on the road. Wouldn't that be cool? What do you guys think? Would you guys like to see places that I go and kind of check out different places of food and baking? I think that would be kind of neat. Just because there's several different places here in Georgia that I've been wanting to try out that are brand new. And yes, we will have to see. You know, with all this COVID, obviously we need to go safely and make sure that we're social distancing. So the weather out here is beautiful. It's supposed to get a little warmer. Hopefully it doesn't. I apologize if I can't see you guys live or what your comments are. So if you're joining me now, welcome. I want to give a shout out to everybody as possibly I can, but we're having a little bit of technical difficulty for me to be able to see everything at the same time, but that's okay. So now, look at these beauties. Look at that. Mira que lindo se ve, right? Con las fresas right on top. Okay, so you're gonna pop these in the oven. Remember, it's 400 degrees that you need to have that. You're gonna pop them in the oven and you're just gonna wait. It should be a little bit of, cooking time should be between 30 to 35 minutes because these are a little bit more, okay? So we're gonna put this in the oven. There we go. Now, one thing that I failed to tell you was how many calories these are, because I know there's always someone who's gonna ask me about calories. If you do the small little ones that are bite-sized ones, they're 93 calories, okay? Now mine that I did, they're small, but not the bite-sized small. And they're not as big as the ones that I did a couple Saturdays ago. They were the huge ones because my family wanted bigger ones. So you want to basically multiply either by 2, by 3, depending the size that you're doing. And just know that one little bite size is 93 calories, okay? So I want to thank everybody for coming and being part of the Muffin Madrina Live. If you actually went ahead and started baking these, please, please, please make sure that you share your picture. You can send it to the muffinmadrina@gmail.com. You can send a private message. You can post it on the Facebook page at the Muffin Madrina, or you can even post it up at your Instagram and tag the Muffin Madrina. So you want to make sure that you do that as well. Now, the other thing is that I wanted to let you guys know is that I mentioned earlier, we are going to be having some new things happening in the month of March. So you definitely want to come on either on Saturday mornings, as well as Muffin Madrina moments will be during the week. A little caveat, we've decided that we're going to move a little bit the 8:30 to 8:30 in the morning instead of 8 o'clock, just to give time, make sure that we have more clarity, that things are good, and as far, making sure there's light and everything. And hopefully when there's good weather, we can try to do something in our back patio in the back. That would be kind of cool to do Muffin Madrina live from the back patio. I guess I'm going to have to go shopping to be able to set that up. So we are completely excited about that as well. I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining. It's snowing in Massachusetts. Oh, wow. Well, it's been it's going to be now 16 years that we have not lived in Massachusetts. We've gone back home to visit. All of our family is there. That's where I grew up. And so do I miss snow? Maybe not. But when we get snow here, just little inches of snow, everything here shuts down. Just because people are not used to la nieve. La nieve aquí, mira, cierra todo, no se encuentra el pan, ni la leche, ni nada. So, oh, thank you for liking my apron. Yes. So, like I mentioned, we're going to be having some new things coming out between March and April. Like I said, the Muffin Madrina moment is going to be coming out in March. We are going to be having some Muffin Madrina merch. If you don't know what the merch, it's merchandise. And so we're looking forward for that as well. My goal for this was really, I'll be honest, this was a way for me to just deal with the pandemic and de-stress. Sometimes we need to pick a hobby or do things that is just us, that we enjoy. And I always wanted to do something live on social media, and I just wasn't quite sure about it. I thought about it. I kind of prayed on it, but at the same time, I kept writing things. If you ask my BFF Adaris, I have a journal, and my husband, I write things of ideas of names, of business ideas and things that come to my head. And there's just certain things that I know that it's not for now, it's when I retire. because your life goes on after you retire and you pick up little different things, right? And that you enjoy. So this is how the Muffin Madrina came about. If you guys know the nursery rhyme of the Muffin Man, well, I said, if there's a Muffin Man, why can't we have a Muffin Madrina, right? So I'm the Muffin Madrina. My name is Gloria V. Once again, thank you for joining me this morning. Once those muffins are out, I'll be posting on my IG, Instagram, to see how beautiful they came out. If you made some, make sure to send them to me. And thank you for joining me this morning. Be safe. Make sure to wear your mask and social distance. Make sure that you hug and love someone today. Gracias. Until next weekend.